Hello, welcome to Đông Nai Radio and Television Station. Here comes the news today. It is expected that this year, My Son District, Sơn La Province will export about 2,600 tons of longan to many countries, including the US, China, France, Poland, and Malaysia. In addition, Sơn La longan will be exported to new markets such as the United Arab Emirates and South Korea. Functional agencies have instructed people to apply technical advances, strictly implement the production process according to Viet GAP and Global GAP standards, strengthen supervision and management of export planting area codes, meeting food safety and hygiene standards, promoting trade activities, advertising product consumption, and ensuring export targets. According to the Ministry of Industry and Trade, total retail sales of consumer goods and services in May increased by 27% compared to that in April. The reason is that after the period of social distancing, the socio-economic activities began to return to normal along with the holidays, so the activities of purchasing goods and consumption of the people are showing signs of rebound. However, for 5 months, total retail sales of consumer goods and services still decreased by 3.9% over the same period in 2019, reaching 1,913.9 trillion VND. By industry, the retail sales of goods in 5 months was estimated at 1,543.4 trillion VND, up 1.2% over the same period in 2019. Due to the effects of COVID-19 pandemic, tourism businesses in Đông Nai are pushing for many solutions to stimulate demand. After more than 1 month of operation, on average, each week, Sky Travel Company Limited receives from 3 to 4 tour groups, only about 20% over the same period last year. The company often contacts partners calling for discounts for customers and looking for the best preferential service package for customers. Holiday Vietnam Trading Service Company Limited also regularly updates promotion packages to introduce and advise customers. Currently, many tourism businesses across the country are implementing stimulus packages promoting domestic tourism, so this is a golden opportunity for Vietnamese people to explore the beauty of Vietnam, because this is the time when people can go to special destinations that they have not been able to come before because of low prices. Defense Secretary Mark Esper broke with President Trump on Wednesday and said that active duty military troops should not be sent to control the wave of protests in American cities after Trump considered the military as participating in a move toward martial law. Speaking at the news conference at the Pentagon, the Defense Secretary said that the deployment of active duty troops in a domestic law enforcement role should only be used as a matter of last resort and only in the most urgent and dire of situations. Later, Wednesday, Esper's predecessor, former Defense Secretary James Mattis, launched an extraordinary attack on Trump, calling him the first president in my lifetime who does not try to unite the American people, does not even pretend to try. The Insurrection Act, an 1807 law, allows a president to deploy the U.S. military to suppress civil disorder. This act was once used in 1992 to deal with riots in Los Angeles. The issue of racial discrimination is expected to heat up the race to the White House later this year, especially when Democratic candidate Joe Biden opened fire. After winning in several battleground states in the primary elections on Tuesday, former Vice President Joe Biden's campaigning board launched a video including his remarks on civil unrest as well as the widespread protests after the death of African citizen George Floyd. In a 1-minute ad titled Building the Future, Biden emphasized that the United States needs a real leadership that could bring solidarity and affirmed he would decry the open wound and original sin of racism in America and does not use this for political purposes. This is the 4th video in Mr. Biden campaigns, but also the first one which is not related to COVID-19 pandemic. That's all for the news today. Thank you for joining us and goodbye.